So we're looking at the WORX Nitro 40V 20-inch push mower. I know there's some other models very similar to this one. This is model number WG751.3. Now when I first got this, it was a little bit heavier than I thought, but it's really easy to unpack. Only a couple things you really have to put together. Inside the box, you get two 20V 4.0 amp hour batteries with charger. You also get a bagger, an extra blade. There's also a side discharge chute, and there's a mulch plug inside of the bagging area that you'll want to take out if you plan on using the bagger. You'll also notice the position it comes in the box is also how you can store this if you want to put this up for the winter, or if you're just not going to use it for a while, to make it a little more compact. It's actually going to feel very similar to a gas mower as far as attachments go. Now the cable going up to the starter seems a little bit long to me, but at least they give you a little plastic clip. That way you can tidy it up just a little bit. And this is definitely one of the easiest to adjust as far as the height goes. You've got 7 different settings, 1.5 inches up to 4 1/4. And then pretty simple battery compartment that also lets you use different WORX batteries. Luckily, I already had 2 from our weed eater that fit this mower, so that's probably another good reason to get this. If you've already got other WORX products with the 20V max power share batteries, they should work with this mower as well. It also has a battery life readout right there that's easy to check, with 5 different spots that light up when you push the orange button. Really nice padding on the handlebar where your hands rest. And then to start this one up, you've got a little orange plastic key that just pops right into place. And then once you slide that over and hold it, you pull up on the orange lever. Hold that down and it's going to work very similar to other push mowers. It does take a couple seconds before you hear it wind up to full power. Overall, I feel like build quality on this one is really nice. I don't really have anything to complain about so far. I went ahead and mowed our fenced in area where we keep our dogs outside. And overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the results. I will mention though, this does not cut like a gas mower. It just doesn't have the power that you're going to get from a gas version. But as long as you're mowing every week and you're not letting things get too long, I feel like this mower could work for most people, especially if you live in a subdivision with a small yard where it only takes a half hour or so to mow. This would probably be the ideal mower for that situation. They also have a self-propelled version, but our area is really not that large, so it didn't make sense to pay extra for something that's probably going to make this mower less powerful. Now, using the bagger seemed to work pretty good in my testing, as long as you remember to take out the mulching plug, but the grass was a little bit wet and started to clump up a little bit or get clogged where it's supposed to shoot into the bagger. That's sort of my fault though for not waiting until the grass was completely dry. I kind of wish that it would mow just a little bit lower than 1.5 inches, but I don't know, maybe that's the standard height for most push mowers. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this mower by WORX. I kind of wish it had a little more power to cut taller grass, but that just means I'm gonna need to cut it a little bit more often. I think when it comes to mowing, there's a lot of different variables, but for my situation, mowing where our dogs are inside the fence keeps them from tracking a lot of grass inside the house, and it makes it a little easier to get closer to things than on my riding lawnmower. Battery life on here is sort of tough to say just because I haven't had it that long. I would guess around 40 minutes depending on how thick the grass is, but there's other variables like if you're using the mulch plug versus the bagger or just the discharge chute or it's just shooting out the side. I would suggest having at least one other set of batteries unless you already have other WORX tools that can use the same batteries. One thing that I sort of wasn't expecting is just how quiet this mower is. I'm sure most people that are coming from a gas mower to an electric is really gonna appreciate that. So I would say if you have light to medium duty mowing that takes less than an hour to complete, then I think this WORX Nitro electric lawnmower is one you should check out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.